Not really a holiday destination.
Approaching the LZ.
Clouds are really something.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
So Drac, Asari, and Krogan live much longer than the rest of the Milky Way species.
Yeah, so?
But now you've got about as much time left as Ryder, Vetra, everyone else on the team.
If I'm lucky, get to the point.
Must be weird. After so much time, finally facing the end.
Time is time. Number of years don't matter as much as what you do with them. Whatever I've got left's gonna be chock full of living.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Lots of respect for the Angara. The way they fight, it's almost Krogan.
They're a tough bunch.
How long have the Angara been fighting the Ket? Must feel like forever.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
You survived by yourself, I survived by myself. What's the big hairy deal?
We're standing on a lot of bones, know it or not.
Look at that. The remnant staked a claim over there. Get ready to fight!
What you said about life and longevity, Drac.
Remind me what I said?
You said the number of years we're around isn't what matters. Back home, I knew so many old Asari who stopped learning, asking questions.
Sounds less like living than waiting to die.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade one of my years for 100 of theirs.
Heads up, looks like a Keck construct.
Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but the planet is not yet viable.
Sam, another...
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Ket set up camp over there. Let's check it out.
Keep it up. Nice save.
Or breathe!
Not half Krogan. Ket, by the bridge.
Where there's Ket, there's trouble. We have to deal with this.
Between the eyes.
They were carrying explosives, and this looks like some kind of Ket detonator? What were they doing?
Maybe we should look around.
Those Ket definitely planned to destroy the bridge.
There could be more explosives, Pathfinder. Might I suggest finding and disarming them all?
Got one. Got one.
Never met someone who wore so much dead stuff.
Yeah, you have. Just not dead on the outside.
That's taken care of. I think that's all of them. That should make things much safer for the Angara.
Cold, dark, I couldn't stand it.
There's a door up ahead. That's Techix, according to my map.
Let's go tell Buxel about her brother.
Hey, can you help me with something? There's a wraith cloaked near you. I lost its movement. Will you scan for it and let me know where it's hiding?
My mother had me extremely late in life. She'd slowed down to the point where my Elcor father was the quick-witted one.
Your household must have been a hoot.
That's why I'm here.
Nobody else on the team seems to know much about you.
How'd I like it?
So why are you telling me all this stuff?
Ah, you're almost dead anyway.
Got it. Over here.
Nice.
Been tracking that thing all day. Thanks for the help.
Do I get to meet the mystery sniper?
Only right. Come find me.
The windows are fogging up on the inside. Isn't there some sort of de-icer?
Some sort of guard.
There isn't a place on Voeld safe from those things.
The ambient temperature is
you,
low.
avoid that city. They're afraid.
There you are.
Nice shot back there.
Thanks. My father taught me as soon as I was old enough to hold a gun.
I'm glad I'm not on the business end of that thing.
As long as you're not Cat, you're safe.
You ever shoot Remnant out here?
I don't see them too often. I heard there's a big one somewhere, but I never found it.
Do the Ket come around here a lot?
Only some. Resistance patrols keep most from getting through. I pick off the stragglers. Usually wraiths like the one you helped me with.
You ever miss one?
Miss? Never.
You ever think of joining the Resistance? They'd be lucky to have you.
I want to, but my family would never allow it. Not after my brother. Anyway, it's just not possible.
Stay safe out here.
Life support restored.
I still get chills every time I glimpse one under the ice.
I just wish we could hear them sing. The recordings are beautiful, but I bet the real thing is breathtaking.
Are you here to observe the Yavara?
What are the Yavara?
Walk onto the frozen lake and you'll see them beneath the ice. They've lived on Voeld for millennia. Stories about the Yavara are the only Angaran folktales that survive the Scourge. They're beautiful,
Worry about
intelligent
them.
creatures, our closest tie to our past.
And now your people will poach them right out of existence.
I haven't heard any reports of the Initiative hunting on Voeld.
Not the Initiative. Outlaws. They've killed 24 in the months since they've landed.
We have no resources to track these poachers, and the resistance is spread too thin.
At this rate, our only link to our history will disappear forever.
Ryder, you need to stop those hunters. The Yavara are vital to Angaran culture.
We'll do whatever we can to help.
I want to come with you, Ryder.
You said you have folk tales about the Yavara.
Somehow, Yavara stories are the only ones that survive the Scourge. Most of them have the same theme. A Yavara's song is so beautiful, it can coax the sun out of hiding, reveal the stars.
Just stories, of course, but when your entire history is lost, stories are precious.
I see why the Yavara are important to you.
To all Angara. They're a symbol of what the Scourge took from us.
We can't lose them.
Tell me more about the Yavara.
They're amazing creatures, able to communicate through intricate songs. Long ago, we could have heard the songs in person, but the Scourge trapped the Yavara beneath the ice. Now we have to settle for static-filled recordings.
How do they survive under the ice?
No one knows. We've dedicated our lives to studying them, and we still can't find the answer. They're cut off from food and oxygen, yet they still persist. My colleague here has a theory they may be remnant.
We have no way of confirming this, of course.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ishare.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored.
Left Voeld? He got free and didn't even pay me a courtesy visit?
Are you Buxel? I have something for you.
From my brother who can't stop being a hero? Yes, Anyik told me to expect you. My son Skjort said he'd send people after Nilj. I thought more lives lost. Nice to see I was wrong. Thanks for getting him out. Losing him would have set our efforts back months.
Losing family is hard. I'm glad I could spare you that pain.
Thank you. They talked about your abilities, but no one said anything about your kindness.
Oh.
Now, let's see what we have here. Stars and skies. This is a layout of the Ket Command Center. Entrances, exits, security. We'll be able to cripple their operations. Wait, there's something else here. Oh, that's not good.
What?
The base entrances are shielded and locked with a code which changes, often. Metadata tells me they downloaded this weeks ago. The code is about to change again. If an attack is going to happen, it needs to happen now.
Let me help. Tell me what to do.
The code to disable the security shields is encrypted, but I'll keep working on it. I've sent you the map and a nav point for a side entrance that won't have as many guards. Go quickly. We'll be in touch.
some blood in the eyes! Hit him! You punch like a half-dead cat.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Veschik, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
That's a wonderful sentiment.
My grandmother's words. She set me on this path. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
Is there anything we can do to help your work?
I have always been curious about how the Ket invasion began. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. And perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Voeld. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
I was just minding my own business.
You're a long way from
Enjoying
home.
the fresh air.
Need anything for the journey?
Remember the last time you said that was a misunderstanding.
My back's killing me.
Get used to it. Part of the job. Just make sure you don't drop the fusion cores. Did that
No one's being cheated. How dare you accuse me in the street?
You're the human who came from Aya.
Then you'd be run out of town.
Is it still beautiful there?
The most beautiful world I've seen in the cluster, by a long shot.
I miss it terribly. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
What's a small comfort on Voeld?
Clothing, tools, art, toys, anything to remind them of happier times. Things they can hold in the dark.
What do you mean, people with things they don't need?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Thanks for talking.
Thank you.
all the way out here? You must have guts. If anyone can help my people, it's you.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them out. The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
Do your people have somewhere to stay?
They're taken care of. But now we have a new problem. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran artifact. A map of ancient Voeld. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it, but they run into trouble out there. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver. I'll give you the nav point for the Dar. Please, hurry.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
What was your Andromeda plan? Explorer? Farmer? Furrow dirt with raw scorn?
Always stuff to shoot. Anyone who says different is fooling themselves.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
Poachers aren't here.
Must have packed up and moved. Good having some experience on the team. Bunch of baby faces.
Life support at 100%. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Crazy shield in the middle of nowhere?
That's Jarnik. The Ket think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on. There's a data pad here.
Those people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
I want to understand. Why are the Avara so important?
Nearly all our traditional stories were lost in the Scourge. Except for tales of the Yavara on Voeld, how they sang from the oceans and lured the sun out of hiding. How in ancient times they guided Angara ships to safe shores.
That's beautiful.
The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures, and they are being slaughtered.
Hey, Drac.
Yeah?
Don't go dying anytime soon, okay?
You got it.
Wonder if there's anything good in that Ket salvage.
Pathfinder, I detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
That was fun.
That's the last of them.
Let's make sure these resistance fighters are okay.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. If that's the goal, take my advice. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
Your leader asked me to lend a hand. I'm honoring his request.
Then you're free to move on. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between you and the Ket.
Here's a hint. I'm the good-looking one.
Ah.
shit. Maybe slow it down.
From over here, seems like you should speed it up.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Blasted to bits.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
You okay?
Look, I don't know what Roic said to make you help us, but he lied.
Astra, don't!
Shut up! Roic is a smuggler from Kadara. We all are. Flew here when we heard the Ket were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Voeld map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
I knew something was up as soon as I saw you weren't Angara.
I figured, but that's not why I'm telling you.
Then why?
When I got here, when I saw what the Ket did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roic?
He's not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we tell him about this place, he'll see reason. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
A guy like that isn't worth my time. I'll make sure this map gets into the right hands.
Good. Clears my conscience. Thank you.
I know better than to argue with Astra. Go ahead and take it.
The ambient temperature is normal. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support at 100%.
Sam, what's her status?
She has lost a lot of blood.
Help me, please. I couldn't stop the bleeding. The supply crate was empty.
We brought the supplies.
Leave them in the cache and I can help myself. You need to get supplies to the other locations. There may be others like me, in dire need.
What happened to you?
My patrol was escorting a caravan of specimens from Hijara. The Ket ambushed us. They took the cargo and some of the scientists. Killed everyone else. I pretended to be dead. It kept me alive. A cowardly act.
You fought to protect your people. You crawled here, bleeding, hoping to live to fight again. I don't see a coward anywhere.
Thank you.
If you're all right... Ryder.
Ryder. I'll remember that.
One down, two to go.